When we're trying to understand the ways of the unwise, the ways of the foolish, another thing that we see is trapping yourself. Trapping yourself in the pursuit of success or people pleasing. Specifically, the Proverbs call it ill-gotten gains. It's whenever you chase after that success and don't bar any holds. You just let anything go. You put down whoever needs to be put down. You step on whoever you need to step on to get up the ladder. And that doesn't last. The Proverbs say that what that is like, what that person is doing, is just waiting to ambush themselves. And so I'm really fortunate that I don't have this issue in my own mind, but I know that it is one that seemingly plagues society more today than perhaps ever before. It's hard to say because obviously we're looking at it through the lens of today. But whenever we think of, corporate greed and things like that, it feels like it's at an all-time high. And so whether it is or isn't, what it feels like is important in this case. So how do we prevent that from keeping hold in our hearts? Well, I think it's an easier question to ask than it is to answer, like most. But I think like yesterday, whenever we're coming at something like this from a place of love, if obviously we want to succeed, we want to give glory to God in everything that we do. And so whenever we're coming at it from a place of love and from a place of providing value, I think that's kind of a first step in a way. It's part of the solution to the problem. If your heart's in the right place, if you are coming into whatever you're doing, if it's work at a career or starting a business or whatever it is, coming into that with the mindset of providing value to whoever you're interacting with, I think that sets you up for doing well in this way, where you're not going to be finding yourself chasing after ill-gotten gains. By providing value, you ensure that whatever you gain is done in a way that also helps the person that you're interacting with. So is there a tension here? Is there a question here? I think the question is the point, kind of. There's no clear question in my mind, I guess. The question is whether or not we're doing this, I guess. And to me, this one feels pretty simple to evaluate. If you don't make any excuses, if you don't try, if you pull back the layers of the onion and stop trying to fool yourself, I think it's easy to be honest with yourself and say, am I actually providing value, or am I stepping on toes and ripping people off or whatever it might be? And so, the question kind of is the point, I think. And the tension is, how do you strike that balance of providing value and glorifying God while balancing that desire that will be an ever-increasing desire in those cases for material success? Because it's borderline inevitable to have material success whenever you start to do things in a way that provides value. And so navigating that and finding that balance, I think, ties directly back to where you're rooted and how you view the actual purpose in what you're doing. So if the purpose is for the success, then I think that you're opening up a can of worms where the struggle is going to be the balance. But if what you're striving for is to glorify God and success comes as kind of a byproduct of that, I think you're okay. Because when it comes as a byproduct, it's easier to push aside in pursuit of what actually matters. See you tomorrow.